2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're coming to you from the Motor City this week. The first round of the Rocket Mortgage Classic kicks off here at the Detroit Golf Club. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. And Rich, being in Detroit, downtown here, it's got its own charm, doesn't it? There's a bit of character about it in this Detroit Golf Club. Another one of those old world gems.
It is one of these courses that we get a treat to play on the PGA Tour, designed by Donald Ross back in the day. And this is a kind of a composite course. They switch out a couple of holes from the south to the north. But beyond that, it's just one of those weeks where you feel like you're going back in time a little bit. The way that the greens were designed, the way that they look and they feel, and the bunkering, it's just not everyday kind of stuff. And I think players like it because it is because that is not overly long. You see a lot of birdies, but that's what they want. Kind of, 2/3 in the way of the year. It's been a long year. They want to go out to a golf course that feels user-friendly. And if they hit it well, they find the fairways. Boy, I tell you what, it's a scorer's delight, But you get off target a little bit. That long rough and those trees, they're going to grab you, and it's going to make life difficult. But this is such a fun golf course, such a fun week to be a part of.
His second shot here.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Currently top 10 on the FedEx Cup points list.
And back to the play, shall we?
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Rich, the third hole, not too dissimilar to the first.
It's not in length, 390 yards from the back of the tee. Again, need to hit something about 280 yards to get it past the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Again, with a short iron in their hand, players are looking to make birdie.
Is this one going to go down?
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Oh, he's got to love how this feels. Ahead in this rivalry. Nice.
Let's return to live play now. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
Well, every player just looks for a little piece of momentum, and that was one right there. Now moving to within 3 strokes of the cut.
The par 5 fourth is a monster, 616 yards.
This is a big par 5, isn't it? Tee shot, if you have any hope of reaching this green in 2, must find the fairway, avoiding the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. From there, you'd have to hit a really strong 3-wood, moving it from right to left to try and chase it up onto this green. Laying it up short and right of that fairway bunker might be the play for most players, setting up a pretty easy pitch shot for their third.
That's tiny.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. This one's come off the blade pretty nicely. Just missing the birdie there. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Rich, this par 3 fifth really resembles a Donald Ross, an elevated green, and you miss anywhere, and you're going to struggle to make your 3.
Absolutely. Reminds me a lot of something you'd see at Pinehurst, where there really isn't a flat spot anywhere around the edges of this green. So a quality iron shot is a must on this par 3.
Opting for the 6 iron. Should find the green.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. It's just about 3 feet away.
He's got this one for birdie.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Currently 1 under for the event. The par 4, 6th Rich, plenty to navigate here.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
From about 130 yards here. Well, this one's right at the pin. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. That moves him to within 2 shots of the cut line. And he's moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Well, if you're not a couple under already through 6 holes here at Detroit Golf Club, you'll want to look to make a birdie at least at the par 5 7th, measuring 555 yards.
Yes, a hole that every player in this field must take advantage of. Just the fairway bunker down the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. You find the fairway, and all of a sudden you're licking your chops as you know you can reach the green into, setting up hopefully an eagle putt. Anything missing over in the left-hand bunker, though, could get a little dicey.
Ooh. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's pretty happy. 1 stroke ahead of his rival as it stands.
Oh, I like the look at that's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. And back to the course with the live action. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
He's looking to hold this to tie with Will Zalatoris.
And that's now just within 2 shots of the cut line.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The 8th is a short par 4, measuring just 360 yards, Rich. Decision to go for it or just delay it back?
I like going for it 8 days a week, twice on Sunday, as you well know, Luke. So I'm going to go ahead, take out driver, and give her a whirl. Hopefully avoiding the trees over on the right-hand side. Want to hit it over in the left-hand bunker or just shy of it, setting up a very simple pitch shot.
He's setting up for his second shot. They caught it really clean out of the rough. This one could work. Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
And that will take him now to 4 under the card.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The opening 9 finishes with a par 3, Rich, around 200 yards.
A strong hole indeed. Not much to this green, slightly downhill. Green is fairly flat until you get to the back left portion of it. There it starts running away from you awfully quickly. Anywhere in the right center of the green is a gorgeous tee shot.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Putting for a par here. And that putt will drop. Well done. All right, Rich, crunch time. We're through 9 holes here today of cut day.
What do you think's in this player's future?
Luke, sitting just below the cut line, they cannot afford any more mistakes. Birdies and pars are in order.
Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Second shot here on the 10th hole.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This putt to go ahead of Will Zalatoris.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. That's a nice looking shot, that one. Just fading back into play. Not afraid to go deep. This putt's for 6 under par. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is for par.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now 4 back after that hole. The 12th hole, Rich, a good test, particularly with a tee shot.
It is a demanding tee shot here. Want to avoid that fairway bunker. To carry it, it's about 300 yards. Should you get past it, you'll have a mid-iron into this par 4 that you'd love dearly to make par on.
And he's down there.
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
1 stroke behind his rival.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. It's just about 3 feet away. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that moves them to -6 for the tournament. The par 4 13th is a short one, measuring just 385 yards, Rich. Are you expecting players to go after this?
A few of them will, but I'm not too sure I like that play. Players basically want to lay it up down the left-hand side, but don't get clumsy and knock it in those fairway bunkers. Anything out to the left-hand side is going to set up a very short wedge shot for their second. All the players will be thinking about making birdie on this par 4.
Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, coming off the back of a bogey on the last hole.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Just 5 holes remain in the round here, and there's some birdie opportunities starting with the par 5 14th.
Yes, at 560 yards, you just want to make sure you avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. From there, most players will be able to go for this green in 2 that is surrounded by water on the front and 2 deep bunkers over there on the right-hand side. It's a wonderful opportunity to get some confidence over the last 4 holes by knocking it on in 2.
Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, what a putt. And he moves to 8 under now. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Rich, the 15th, a great little short par 3. Really only a wedge off the tee, but gee, you need to be deadly accurate.
That you do. Just 150 yards from the back tee, and again, a signature design by Donald Ross, where everything on the edge of the green funnels away from it and down into a couple of bunkers, left and right, one short and nothing in the back. Still, with just a wedge in your hand, players must be thinking birdie.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
This season has been consistent. Proof in that he's currently top 10 on the FedEx Cup points list.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
What a disappointment. That's a solid par. Currently 8 under overall. All right, Rich, a couple of strong par 4s remain, starting right here at 16.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving hole. You must keep it out of those 3 bunkers that dot both the right and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're going to have a second shot that's fairly flat, and funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here, nothing worse.
And this putt to move into a share of first. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right-to-lefter.
And that should secure the par on this one. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The last of the real scoring holes comes here at the penultimate hole, the 17th, the par 5, stretching at 575 yards.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who elect to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
8 under for the day. Currently tied for 4th place. Oh, that was right at it. I think it even hit the flag. Well, that was a heck of a recovery shot there. And as we take a look at the standings, this player shares top spot next to Tiger Woods.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The finishing hole, Rich, an old world classic.
It is definitely that. Players are going to want to aim out to the right-hand side, away from the bunker and the water that is down the left-hand side. And from there, they're going to go in with a short to middle iron for their second to a green that tilts pretty significantly from back to front. This truly is a wonderful finishing hole.
Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Second shot here on the 18th hole. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green.
Oh, he's trying to silence the young buck Will Zalatoris with that one. Really putting his cards out on the table. Brilliant stuff.
And that's a nice way for the round to end. Finishing up with the birdie. Yeah, Rich, that was a nerve-wracking day. It was tense, wasn't it? Drama-filled and a tight lead to end it.
Tell you what, Luke, there could be massive fireworks tomorrow. This player, slender lead. Are they going to be able to get a good night's sleep tonight? I'm not so sure.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich P, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time to crown a champion here in Detroit. It's the final day of the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Luke Elvey alongside boothmate Rich Beam. As always, it's great to have you join us. Our featured player currently at 10 under par as we begin the day here on 2K Sports. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Handy effort, that one. This is his second shot. Not a bad play, that one. Ooh, right on 20 feet. This is a great momentum putt. And he's down there. You got to read.
This putt is breaking right to left. Good effort from there.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Currently at 10 under par overall. Teeing off on the par 4 second now. That's a big drive. Around 110 yards to go. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
Now at 11 under for the event. And we've arrived now at the third. It's a par 4.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that.
That should find the fairway. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
That one's heading towards the green. Let's see if it makes it on this. This would be a great up and down. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Currently 11 under par for the event. It's a par 5, the fourth hole. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Putting for birdie here. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That was wonderfully done. This putt coming up is for birdie. He's currently locked in a share of 11th place. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
Playing this one about 130 yards out. Just 2 shots behind. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Putting for par. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
He's in a share of 10th here in this tournament. We've arrived at the par 5 7th. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. And this is what remains for a share of 5th place on the leaderboard. And it's a 1-stroke par far for our leader over the field. On the tee now with the par 4 8th. Will it find the grass? Oh, that's a pretty good break, that. Staying on the fairway. Standing over his second shot. 2 strokes off the lead. And this putt to move into a tie for second. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
A strong hole indeed. Not much to this green, slightly downhill. Green is fairly flat until you get to the back left portion of it. There it starts running away from you awfully quickly. Anywhere in the right center of the green is a gorgeous tee shot.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This one's like a going left to right, it looks like.
An opportunity to make a par here. Okay, let's head to the next. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
1 back, 9 to go, Luke. This is getting interesting.
Nicely done. And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Great looking shot, this. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Hole number 11 is a par 3. Going with the hybrid. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
Do it. Come on. Come on.
Wonderful shot.
Digging it out of the rough and watching it trickle into the hole. What a beautiful play.
He's currently tied for first.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Here we have a long par 4.
It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. That was absolutely murdered. Playing from around 110 yards out. A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that,
The 13th hole is a par 4. Well, this should find the short grass.
And he's got this way up in the air. Let's see.
This is looking pretty good in the air. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. Now this putt to get to 18 under par.
Starting this one out to the right. Let's watch it break.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Now leading by 1 shot. This hole is a par 5. That's heading for the fairway. Second shot here on the 14th. Nicely done. How close was that to going in? Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Well hold. Let's move on. Checking the scoreboard now, and this player currently sits alongside Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Hole number 15 is a par 3. Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich.
With this wind, that's a thing of beauty.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Ooh. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And as the putt drops, it's 17 under par heading down the stretch.
Who's going to come out on top? I have no idea, but I'm sitting back and enjoying watching the action.
Welcome to the par 4 16th hole.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving hole. You must keep it out of those 3 bunkers that dot both the right and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're going to have a second shot that's fairly flat into, funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here. Nothing worse.
This one is right down the pipe. 4 feet to the cup. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. We have a par 5 at this one.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who like to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
This now, his third shot.
Currently in the lead by a shot. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Well, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
Launching this one way up in the air, trying to get it to land softly. Oh, what a wonderful play, leading with intent.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Oh my, that would have won the event. Well, there you have it, Rich. It looked inevitable. We're into a playoff.
Well, Rich, it's time to find out who will win this in a sudden death playoff.
Cannot wait. Was not ready to go away yet. Loving the action.
Well, let's begin this sudden death playoff for the championship.
Oh, who doesn't love a good playoff?
This hole is a long par 4.
Player here had just a par in regulation.
Well, that's a handy shot. Well, what's your advice here, Rich, with the opponent so close to the hole?
Only look at the flagstick, look at nothing else. Hit your shot and hit it close.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Steps up to a putt of about 15 feet in distance. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving.
The fans are certainly getting their money's worth with this playoff. Let's head to the next. On to the second hole of the sudden death playoff.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
It all comes down to this. Make it, and the playoff continues. And the pressure builds. That forces this playoff to another hole.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
This hole has not been kind to this player. Hopefully something can change in order to get the victory.
Taking aim from about 170 yards.
Launched way up in the air. This one's going to land pretty softly, I feel.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Oh, that's got to hurt, Rich. So close, yet so far.
He put up a fight, sadly losing on the third